Yo, what's up guys, Daniel Shepard here from AY Studios, and today we are setting up our first of the many interviews that we're setting up with a lot of artists in the GTA and surrounding areas. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing you guys to Luc Saint Germain. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Luc Saint Germain. I'm an artist from Orangeville, Ontario, 19 years old. Play music.
But I'm still freaking out about how this all turned out, and I'm so tense.
Of course, makes music, man. So he does a lot of like indie rock, I guess, like that sort of vibe. I remember somebody put a blog post of you.
Yeah.
They said it was more like rock type of vibes, you know, like with the bedroom type of music, man. So where does it all start? You know, like where does like all your music?
Yeah, well, where does it start? Okay, so I basically grew up with like a really musical family, but like my dad is tone deaf. He can't sing, like he can't play guitar for shit. Like I've tried to teach him, bro, it does not work. And but he loves music, and he just introduced me to like all the music that I listen to now, and I still listen to this day. Like, you know, I'm still this is his shirt from '92. He went to see Guns N' Roses back in the day.
Man.
Went backstage with them, got slashed to sign his arm. Cool story for another time. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's sick.
Yeah. And then it took off from there. He bought me my first guitar when I was like 4, and it was just a little plastic guitar, and I started actually playing little diddlies on it, and he was like, wow, I actually need to get this kid a real guitar, right? So he got me a real guitar, and then it just took off from there. I used to play like videos of like my favorite music. He'd put on Guns N' Roses live, like VHS, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, man,
VHS, yeah, the real shit, OGs know. And I used to listen to the songs like with a guitar in my hand, and like with a full-size guitar, a little kid too. I look like a fucking, it's hilarious. And then, so I used to listen to the songs and then go hide in the corner, and then I used to just try and play it and try and play it and try and play it, and I might be there for like an hour or 2 hours, and then I'd come out, and my dad would say I'd come out and I could play it. So literally I just taught myself through that for years and years until got better and better, and now I'm here.
Damn, bro, that's insane.
Yeah, it's a crazy story, yeah.
So that's where like, the guitar comes from. What about the lyrics, man? Because your lyrics have a lot of depth in it.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
But like, I don't know, like some people say I'm an old soul. I don't know if I believe in all that or whatnot, but I'm a really deep thinker. Like I'm real poetic, like about everyday things. Like everything's deeper than it really is. Like some people just walk around with their head in the clouds, but like I can't do that, because like I have to feel like I always have a clear mind. So I get a lot of inspiration from little things. Like it could just be like leaving something on the counter and just realizing, oh, I left this on the counter because I was too lazy to clean it. And then it was like, I might write a song about that, you know? Not really, but you know, little things like that.
It's like floating in the air, right?
Yeah, it's just, it's random too. Like you never find it, it always finds you. That's the thing with lyrics, yeah.
So I'm guessing, have you ever had writer's block?
Yeah. This year was really bad for me, because, you know, like I only started recording maybe like a year and a half ago, like seriously. Like I've been recording for a long time, but seriously like a year and a half. And I put out all these songs. I recorded probably like 40 songs straight off the bat, bang, 40 songs. And then for like 6 months, like I just could not think of anything.
Oh shit.
Especially when I moved downtown. I don't know what it is with the people here, but they kind of bring me down.
Oh really?
Yeah, they bring me down. I don't know, it's just really pessimistic. There's a lot of good people here, but there's a lot of pessimistic people too.
Damn, have you had any like really bad experiences or?
Nothing terrible. You know, a lot of late nights when you go out from the club and it's just like people are just rude and for no reason, you know? Like there's no reason to be rude to someone you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't know their story. You don't know my story, I don't know yours.
For real.
Exactly.
It's like everybody's a strangers are just friends you haven't met yet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like everything formulating together. Like, so I'm guessing, like, do you find more inspiration when you're out in the country, obviously being from Orangeville, like than in the city? Yeah.
I would say it's like half and half, because like when I came to the city, I got like different, like, okay, when I lived back home, it was real like rocky roots. It was all like rock, like folky stuff, but like a little bit of R&B hints here and there, because like everybody listens to that, right? You got to get a little inspiration from it. And then when I moved to the city, like I really like moved towards the R&B type stuff. Like I started actually making beats myself and all that. And then so it really depends, because like here it's more like urban, so like you get like the whole like R&B vibe, like Drake and, you know, Nav and all that stuff. Yeah. Big inspirations from them. And so it really depends where I am.
Yeah. So with that, and getting inspiration? Are a lot of your tracks like based on true stories?
I would say 95% of them are.
Really?
There might be one or two songs where I write up a cool story about something, but honestly, I haven't done that in a long time. Everything just comes like straight from the heart, and it's actually true.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best type of music, you know, where where you actually like comes straight from your experiences and,
Yeah.
and like how you feel.
Yeah, it's like I want you to listen to how I was feeling when I was writing that song.
Exactly, and like basically like entering your mind.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's sick, man. Like, so what's one song that really speaks to you that resonates? Like, can you think of it at the top of your head?
I would say the song that speaks to me the most. I have one on my very first EP, and it was called Denial. And it's an underrated song, but the people that do listen to that and find that song always tell me that it hits them the deepest, because like you can relate to it. It's like a love story, and it kind of like change. You know the songs where you listen to it and you think it's about one thing, and then it changes just from one word you hear, and the whole song changes. It's kind of like that. It's called Denial. Yeah.
I gotta listen to that then.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Love hurts, bro.
Damn. So you've had a lot of heartbreak that led to this, huh?
Yeah, I've had like way too many heartbreaks. Like, I'm probably like the person that has had the most breakups that I know.
Oh shit.
Anybody I know, man. And I got fucked up. Like, I'm a nice guy. I don't do anything wrong, and people just fuck me over sometimes.
Fuck.
Just take advantage of you.
I know those ones, bro. Like, for real. Yeah. People are gonna look at this thing like, oh, this guy's depressed or some shit, but like, nah.
Yeah, no.
It's whatever. Yeah, man. Like that's sick. Like, again, like being like straight from raw experiences. That's literally like I tell everybody this with music and everything. Like, stop. Don't make music that like you wouldn't, either one that you wouldn't listen to, or two that just doesn't speak to you at all. You know what I mean? Like, I see people like really nice guys like start rapping about like killing people. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like where did that come from? Like you're rapping off a niche. Like, that's not your music, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Speaking of that, how did you find your niche? Like,
it took a long time, because like back when I started recording, I would just write so many different genres. I'd write a country song, and then I'd write a straight rap song, and then I'd write like a punk song, and then after a while, like I just got more and more inspirations that kind of swerved towards like surf rock and R&B, and then like those are like my two favorite genres. I'd say surf rock and R&B, and I tried my best to put them together, and big things coming very soon.
whoa, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sick, man.
Yeah.
So is there anybody like you look up to for your music?
As goofy as he is, I love Mac DeMarco. He was a big inspiration, you know, the big tooth gap with the cigarette, it's iconic. yeah, and Mac DeMarco was a big one. Slash, he taught me how to play guitar, love that guy.
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder's a huge inspiration, because not only did he make legendary music, like with Pearl Jam, he's a singer of Pearl Jam, he's just like an awesome guy. He does good for the world, and he does music to help people. Like, it's not just for himself, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not like all these rappers just doing it for the money. Like, they don't love the music they make. They just love where they are, why they make the music. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, music should be something that like that's entertaining, but also helps people through shit.
Yeah.
That's what I like about your music too. Cause like if I was like going through a really sad dark time, I'd probably listen to your music and feel, I don't know, I feel like I'm connected. Yeah. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because I know there's a lot of people that end up like they feel alone and shit. They feel like they're the only ones going through that. You know, like having somebody like through music telling you that you're not alone. It's you know, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, and I hope that everyone experiences that and knows what that's like to really feel music like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? I also had a question. Do you have any long-term plans, like or like medium-term? What's going on?
Let's say medium term, within the next 2 years, me and my manager were talking, and we're trying to get a tour going in England, like all around, like maybe around Europe, like a European tour. But before that, I really want to try and tour like the west coast of Canada.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I definitely would. The West Coast I haven't been there, but my friends say it's beautiful.
Yeah. Love that shit.
Have you been there?
Nope, never been there. I got family there, but nope, never been.
Shit, what about touring like around here first?
Yeah,
and
you know, that's definitely the first priority, is to get that done, to get a fan base like big enough to actually like tour locally around here, because like I've only been to like 3 cities so far, just like Toronto, my hometown, and London. So I'm trying to expand the fan base more, because I'm only stuck to those 3 towns right now.
Yeah. And what is your method like finding shows right now? Like, would you say?
I try and find artists in cities that I'm looking for. Like I follow a lot of artists from Montreal that I'm trying to hook up with and get some shows in Montreal, and a lot of them actually find me. It's really weird. Like I don't know how it happens. Like so one day I'll just be thinking to myself, shit, I really need to get a gig in Toronto soon, and then I'll get a DM. This happened. This girl named Kixie. Shout out Kixie. She got a sick band. It's an all girl band. And fucking she DM'd me out of nowhere and was like, hey, I love your music. Let's play a show together. And it was like, it's that easy.
Oh shit, man! What the hell?
Like the energy's just going and coming right back.
Yeah, holy crap, bro! That's sick. Yeah. So, what about you though? Like finding those shows, like actually going out, like and trying to book them. Like, does your manager do that, or do you do that yourself?
I used to do all that, and like my manager does a lot of that work now for me, because like I'm trying to focus more on just like my music and stuff. Because honestly, I respect like the artists that do all of that themselves, because that is fucking stressful. That is real stressful. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, like think about it. You're trying to do PR. You're trying to do like digital marketing, like actual marketing. You know, trying to find shows like what we're just saying now, and make music at the same time.
Yeah, and then they're probably working a full-time job trying to support themselves at the same time. You know.
Exactly.
That's tough.
If you don't have a team, it's literally impossible. Like to get everything down perfectly. You know, like do you have a team, by the way, or is it just you and your manager?
No, it's just me and my manager right now. But like honestly, like he's not really my manager. He's more like my partner. Like we're totally in this together. He fully committed to me, and I'm fully committed to him, and we're going.
That sounds like a marriage, bro. Like,
we're going. No homo. Oh, that's funny.
As soon as you're like, he's my partner, I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, nothing like that, guy. See, this guy's an old guy, you know, nothing like that.
That's sick, man. But yeah, it's good that you have somebody to help you out with that, though. Like, I encourage like all artists to do this. You know, find somebody who's like I'm guessing your manager's like into business and all that, right?
Oh yeah. He worked for like for a royalty company for Canada. I don't remember which one. It was SoCan. He worked for SoCan for years.
Oh really? Oh
years,
dude, what the hell?
And he literally just quit like 2 weeks ago to fully commit to me.
Oh shit.
He quit his job, so like it's real now. It was a trial at first. He was like, this is gonna be a trial, we'll see how this goes. And if it's good, then I'm gonna quit my job and we're gonna go.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's real now.
Damn, is it paying off yet, or is it still like?
No, it's slowly paying off a little bit here and there, but it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen soon. This summer is when shit's supposed to get real. That's one problem that like new artists have, and I had that before, is as soon as you make a song, you want to release it right away. Yeah. It's like, I want people to hear this, but you can't do that. You got to hold it, and you got to refine it, and you got to plan it all out. Like, you know all about that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, so how long did it take you to realize that?
Probably throughout all of 2017 and 18 is when I realized that, because I released an album out of nowhere with no promotion. And honestly, it did pretty good, my first album. Like, I got a bunch of local fans, like all of Orangeville knew who I was. But, and then my second album, I was a little bit better on that. I promoted a little bit more, and then that was my biggest release to date. And then, now it's good. Now I realize that you need to take time, you need to plan it all out, because if you don't, then like it's just a waste of time.
So with that, like with the release of your album, not really like kind of like a surprise release, I guess. Yeah. How much of a difference did it make versus when you promoted your other stuff?
It made all the difference in the world. Like I can't explain it enough, like how much of a difference it made. Because like if people don't know it's coming, then when it does come, and what if they're not on Instagram that day and they don't see it, or if they're because if you only post it that one day, or even if you promote it after its release, it's like, oh, okay, well, why didn't he let us know? Like, he could have at least like told us in advance. It's like, you can't just throw it at us like that, unless you have like the name and you're good enough to just throw it at people and they'll just love it and just suck it, you know. Then that's when you can.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Like the numbers were incredibly different with no planning and with the planning.
Can I ask how much numbers? Like, how much
it was? Probably like 10 times as many streams, 10 times as many views, like 10 times as many everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, but like also like my fan base, like just as an artist, grew within that time a little bit, but still like almost 10 times as much.
Yeah,
everything.
marketing makes a huge difference with it, because it's kind of like implementing in their brain. Well, not like implementing, that sounds bad, but like, even like even just like instilling it like in the back of people's minds, so that they kind of remember it. They're like, oh, Luc Saint Germain, he's releasing it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that guy. Yeah, I like that last song. Maybe this will be good. You know, like it's good to remind people, but like not to remind them every day, every second. You know, post 10 things a day where it's like, hey, listen to this, because even that shit annoys me when I follow people like that, and it's like, man, nobody wants to see that every day. You have to just remind them when it's convenient, when they need to know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just when it's about to die down, you bring it back, and you're like, okay, here it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So with that, with the like your past few tracks and stuff, the album that you've been marketing, like what went into that? You know, like maybe like financially, or maybe like the actual like stuff you posted, you know, the content.
Honestly, I spent probably a total of $50 on marketing that album. I made my own album cover myself. Like I only paid for like Instagram ads and like that time, you know, like Instagram promotions. You see ads on Instagram. Yeah. But everything was just literally like word of mouth. Like I would post it, like, and then people would just like repost it just because they loved it. You know, it was just like a chain of events that like people just like appreciated how it was like real. Yeah. It wasn't like fake music. And yeah, like I didn't put too much time into marketing. It was more like the planning. It's not how much time I put in, because I didn't put that much time into planning it. It was more just how I planned it out. Like you plan, like post like maybe once every 3 days or something, reminding people, like you countdowns and all that. Yeah. It was nothing too serious, but I would like to, now that I have the budget, I'd like to spend more money on that stuff and actually plan like for a more like wide scale marketing campaign for the new stuff coming out, you know.
That'll be good. Like just putting a ton of marketing into it and stuff. You know, I always tell artists to do that'd be really cool. Like having merch is good, but you know what's really cool is when people put like lyrics of their songs on their shirts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like and it's really cool, like play on with words.
Yeah, that's true. And you just throw it on the shirt, and the people look at that and be like, huh, I wonder what that is. And then like on the back of the shirt, you got your name, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know your track Skateboard, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, what would be sick is, like, on the back of it said, like, I'll ride my skateboard till I die, or something like that. You know, for people who ride skateboards. That'd be sick.
Yeah, and people die for skateboarding, yo. Skateboarding is real shit. Respect to all you skateboarders out there.
Yeah, for real, bro. But yeah, so, like, what are your plans in marketing in the next? Like, do you know yet, or are you still in the air?
It's still up in the air. Like, I have a lot of different contacts, and I have to choose who I actually want to spend time with me and to actually spend time with. Because there's a lot of people that like put out all this content and they may seem like they're good marketers, but in reality they're just kind of doing it to go through the motions. They want to make money, but like I want the people that's more personal. It's not like, hey, send me an email and I'll send you an email back. It's like, hey, no, let's meet up and let's talk about this and let's actually plan it, you know? Yeah. So I want to find the people that are real, that are actually down to the point and want to do business together.
That's smart. Yeah.
If it's you, hit me up.
Definitely love to do business together, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm down. Work. You know I'm down.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us on the interview. I know it's pretty short. That's how we're trying to make this series. Anyways, I'm Daniel Shepard.
I'm Luc Saint Germain.
And that's all we got for today. Thank you so much.